and states this week that she has tested out the world it doesn't matter / the color of love it sported. William Cullen Bryant wrote the couplet in his 1821 poem, The Rivulet, and as with other instances in which Anne has read a verse aloud, it tells a great deal about her perspective of the world and her mental condition. Diana has entered the world of parenthood, Gilbert is sick and passing away, and she has rejected Royal Gardiner's marriage proposal. And even her cherished Snow Queen has perished in a storm. She has lost all sense of romance, regardless of how it is defined. The rate and extent of change are too much for Anne to handle. She has been making her way there since she initially turned down Gilbert's offer 2 years ago. In the intervening time, Anne's childhood environment has collapsed between that and Ruby's passing. Although Diana's marriage and Matthew's death were further indications of change, they were somehow more anticipated or maybe more organic. The terrible death of a friend or the sense of betrayal by a friend uttering what you are not ready to hear have nothing of either of those. Then, Davy breaks the news that Gilbert is dying of typhoid, bringing her immediately back to the deaths of Matthew and Ruby, as well as to a now that she has had time to mature, she is able to closely inspect her own emotions. While some will undoubtedly be incensed by Davy's actions, I believe that they were probably for the best. It's the ripping off the band-aid approach, which is exactly what Anne needs at this point in her life. Anne may not have been compelled to face herself if she had been given a soft notification of Gilbert's sickness. Anne has arrived to the point where she must seriously consider her own feelings without being sidetracked by school or other activities. She is currently in a transitional period where she is prepared to consider her next course of action. Is the world really lacking in romantic color? Or has it crushed Anne? Gilbert's successful second proposal has a lot of literary history behind it. I would prefer to compare it to the U in Persuasion, but it reminds me a lot of Mr. Darcy's second to Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. A letter to an Eliot that pierced my soul. Given the popularity of all three novels, however, it is reasonable to infer that Louisa May Alcott's love scene in An Old-Fashioned Girl also influenced it. That L.M. Montgomery was acquainted with them and adding her unique spin to the situation. That makes sense for Anne. Her own love scene, which continues the tradition, is similar to those written by Mrs. Georgie Sheldon and Mrs. E.D.E.N. Southworth, although she enjoys those works more. She would still be drawn to the works of Jane Austen and Alcott. Under a magnificent, blossoming tree, there's a literary and realistic romantic proposition that also includes mundane conversations about waiting till Gilbert completes medical school. The essence of Anne's universe is that the romance of real life and the romance of dreams are intertwined like ribbons on a bouquet. Nobody develops at the same rate. Gilbert needed to learn to wait for Anne to arrive, and Anne had to be prepared. Phil needed to realize that and she might not have the same wants. Ruby never had the opportunity to mature. However, one of the best features of Montgomery's Anne series is that it gives Anne the freedom to live her life at her own pace. Her greatest beauty is that she is always just herself. Indeed, more than only her nose. Not every time has the Anne Shirley series been the best. It has committed a few historical errors and has had an uncomfortable tempo and adaptive choices. But if we are to recall it as it started and ended, I believe it will be able to withstand the test of time. Montgomery's tale will continue to be recounted and remembered as something that, much like the Snow Queen's child, is beginning to develop next to her stump. Communicates with us throughout the ages. In The Rivulet, Bryant adds, "But thou, unchanged from year to year, / gaily shall play and glitter here." He may be referring to though his statement is about streams, I believe it also holds true for novels. There are a lot more books in the series, and I strongly suggest reading them to complete Anne's adventure. The conclusion of this journey is not all there is to her happily ever after. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.